This is the People's Take, and I'm Deanne Brink. What does THC have to do with funding the federal government? Absolutely nothing. Yet, after more than 40 days of a government shutdown, the bill that reopened Washington carried a twist that no one expected. New language that effectively makes many popular hemp derived products like Delta 8 gummies and THC infused drinks, it makes them federally illegal. Now, the reason? Well, lawmakers say they're closing a loophole in the 2018 Farm Bill, a loophole that capped Delta 9 THC, but accidentally allowed chemists to turn legal hemp into other intoxicating compounds like Delta 8, Delta 10, THCO, THCP, and THCA. But critics, especially in hemp-heavy states like Kentucky, warn it could devastate a booming $3 billion industry. And our Haystack News audience has a lot to say. Just less than 4,000 people weighed in when we asked the question, do you support or oppose the recently signed legislation that bans most THC gummies and drinks? Take a look at the numbers. 28.2% strongly support the ban, 7.3% somewhat support it, 7.9% somewhat oppose, and 49.6% strongly oppose. Wow. Now, when you combine those numbers, look at this. 35.6% support the ban and 57.6% oppose it. That's a strong statement. Now, Congress calls this move a public safety fix, targeting untested, intoxicating hemp products. Those are sold in gas stations and convenience stores. And with these products, there are no age checks, no dosage rules, and no ingredient standards. According to the FDA Poison Control Centers, they logged more than 2,300 Delta 8 THC exposure cases in a single year, and 41% involved children under the age of 18. Those numbers are fueling lawmakers' push to crack down. But at the same time, a new nationwide poll from McLaughlin and Associates, and that is one of President Trump's own campaign polling firms, it shows voters see it all differently. 72% of likely voters say consumable hemp products should remain legal as long as they come with some common sense safety rules. And that support cuts across party lines. Take a look at this. 77% of Republicans, 71% of Democrats, and 68% of independents all back regulated legal hemp-derived products. And when we compare that to how our Haystack News audience voted across red and blue counties, well, the trend is clear. Opposition to the ban is virtually identical across the political spectrum. Now, Democratic-leaning counties, 57.9 oppose. Republican-leaning counties, 58.6 oppose. So clearly, the public wants regulation, not prohibition. So why now for a THC ban? Well, Republicans haven't said, but history has shown that must-pass shutdown bills often pick up measures that wouldn't survive on their own. And based on our polling, it's not hard to see why this provision landed here instead of getting a standalone vote. The government is only funded through January 30th, 2026, and the hemp ban is tied directly to that bill. So if Congress doesn't renew that same language in the next funding package, the ban could be changed or stripped out entirely. That's why states and industry groups are already gearing up, because this debate may be far from over. This has been the People's Take. Join the conversation and vote in our next poll.